Hello, all, and welcome to your May astrology forecast for the year of 2023. So, as far as what's going on in the cosmos this month, on May 5th, lunar eclipse in Scorpio. On May 8th, Venus enters the sign of Cancer. On May 15th, Mercury stations direct in Taurus. May 17th, Jupiter enters Taurus. May 21st, Mars enters Leo. And of course, we have our outer planets that have been in these signs for quite some time, and they will remain there for a little bit more longer, is Saturn in Pisces, Uranus in Taurus, Neptune in Pisces, Pluto in Aquarius. So what does this all mean, and how will it impact you? Well, let's find out. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your May astrology forecast for this year, 2023. And so, the most important things that are happening in the sky for you, Scorpio rising, of course, watch your rising sign first because these readings are tailored towards the rising sign. But you can watch your sun sign just to get a little bit more information on what's going on for the month. The lunar eclipse that we're having on the 5th of May is going to be, of course, in your first house of Scorpio. And I don't know why I pulled Venus there. Will be in your first house. So the lunar eclipse energy is just the full moon energy intensified. So a lot of completions, a lot of turning into new cycles and closing of past cycles and moving forward. So with this happening in your first house, it's basically that Phoenix energy where you are recreating yourself from your ashes, from all the things that happened in the past. You are just recreating yourself and transforming into something new, something that you always were, because the Phoenix is always the Phoenix, but it just, from the fire, from the ashes, it recreates itself. So that's what's happening with you. So it's the evolved you. It's the bigger, the better, the brighter, the beautiful you that you've always been, but just intensified. And so you are wrapping up the past in a grand new fashion for you, Scorpio. You're finally at peace with who you are and your personality, all that hidden uniqueness that is you, all those hidden talents that you have are revealing themselves, and all the hard work from your past is paying off for you, Scorpio rising. So great for that. Next, we have, that's where that dang Venus went. Venus transiting your 9th house of Cancer, moving in towards the later of the week for the first week of May. And so with this happening, the 9th house, we're talking about higher education, philosophy, universities, legal professions, your grandparents, in-laws, organized religion, spiritual yearnings for more knowledge and a deeper knowledge base in the spirituality of life, and just the pursuits of that, right? So with that 9th house energy working, with Venus coming through and working through your 9th house energy, Scorpio rising, it's learning from the past mistakes, past failures, past defeats, whatever it is, learning from the past. And especially when it's dealing with possibly with your pleasure points, your vices, things that you enjoy, doing. It's saying, okay, just because I enjoy it doesn't mean that it's good for me. It may not be the best thing for me. So what is best for me, and how can I make that happen for myself? And learning from that, learning from the past. And also for a lot of you, it's going back to school, deep isolated studying of the subjects and topics that you're really passionate about, or that you're very deeply interested in, and really just diving deep into a deeper understanding and a higher perspective of those topics. Some of you also might be getting into activism or just simply voicing your opinion on things a lot more, because now you have a deeper understanding and more knowledge around those topics that you want to talk about. And then finally, we have Jupiter going into Taurus, which means it'll be going into your 7th house. This is the house of relationships, one-on-one relationships. It's the house of our relationship with itself, towards the public, and with others, right? It's partnerships, it's unions, it's legalities in the courtrooms. So with Jupiter going through the 7th house, your Taurus 7th house, Scorpio, you are receiving a lot of luck and justice for certain things that are happening, whether it's in the courtroom or whether it's in a relationship, with a person or a romantic. You may even be getting married in this season. Definitely a lot of focus on interrelationship between you, the individual, and society as a whole. That's definitely will be becoming a focus for you during this transit that Jupiter will be going into your 7th house and moving through it. So once again, marriage, maybe even a long distance relationship, because it is Jupiter. So it could be a long distance relationship. It could be just simply coming together and making a long-term commitment to one another, and saying, okay, we do want to be together. Even if it's not marriage, it may just simply being, okay, we're going to move in together. We're going to create a stable life together in some type of way. There may be just simply legal obligations that you have to participate in, or a completion of that. Possibly you were going to court because of a relationship, a divorce, or a child support proceedings, or whatever, right? Some type of court related issue in which you are receiving victory in it, you are receiving justice in it. It may not be how you want the justice to be held out, but in the grand scheme of things, it is justice coming your way, and victory, like I said, for a lot of you in these court proceedings, if you are in them. Also, I'm kind of getting some Chris Brown feelings. Like, you may be dealing with someone who was very possessive, very obsessive with you, and maybe stalkerish, and you had to deal with that in a sense of a way of figuring how to best go about dealing with this situation. And so, you know, like I said, Chris Brown type of energy, where it may not be child support necessarily, or maybe you do have a child with a person who is like that, and you are, either saying, hey, I'm out, you can have visitation or whatever, but somehow it works out in your favor. Obviously, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. For either way it goes, you're strong. You have the strength to either end a relationship or to, go the long route with the legal, obligations and the legal ways to make sure that, it's balanced for you and your situation with this particular person. All in all, it's just freedom. You may feel like you're not being justly looked at in the public, or how others view you. You may have felt that they didn't view you correctly because of misinformation or whatever. You may go through that period of time where it does feel like that, and you are kind of receiving unjust a public view or treatment from those around you. But like I said, in the end, you are going to receive justice. It's going to be completion to that. It's going to be all things will be revealed in due time. And Scorpio rising, and some of you Scorpio suns, if you do have a rising or a lot of heavy Scorpio energy in your chart, let's see how May, the energy, overall energy of May, the theme of May for Scorpio. Growth. That's beautiful. A lot of wonderful growth coming your way. A growth in how you view yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, and what is actually what it is. And you are truly have grown. You truly have growth coming your way. You truly will have victory, wealth, and spirit, right? All right, Scorpio rising. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.